So here we are for our third part of the tutorial. It's gonna be about lighting and rendering. Okay, for the first step, what I'm gonna do is open the render setup and go to the V-Ray tab and change the color mapping from linear multiply to rain hard. I'll activate subpixel mapping and clamp output. Okay. For indirect illumination, I'm gonna activate and choose irradiance map light cache. For the irradiance map for tests, I'm gonna put it to very low. And a light cache at 300 subdivisions, so it should be good. Okay, for the width and height, for the width I put it as it is, 1800. And for the height, I'm gonna do 800. Unlock the aspect ratio. I'll come just over here and do show safe frame. Like that. Yes, show safe frame or Shift F. And I'm gonna create a V-Ray camera. Okay, so go to cameras, V-Ray, and show you a little tip. So, for example, if you are in perspective view like that, okay, and you just want to create a V-Ray camera. It's simple. What you have to do is simply, for example, take your point of view like this and create here your V-Ray physical camera anywhere, and then do Control-C, and it will automatically create your V-Ray physical camera in the place or in the view the angle of view you're searching for, or you were in perspective view. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my camera here, press C and then press P, and take my V-Ray physical camera and trace it like that. Then press Control C and switch, press C to go to my V-Ray physical camera. To the modify panel, I'm gonna choose like 26 for the focal length, so that it fits correctly our needs. Now, I've seen a light and I don't know where it came from, so I'm gonna delete it. And what I'm gonna do now is go to top view and create a V-Ray sun. Okay, so here, lights, V-Ray sun, and I take an angle like that, and I create a V-Ray sky map. Go to front view and take this up. Now left view and like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my V-Ray physical camera like that and do a test render. So see you just after that, because I'm sure it will crash. so this is the image I've got, and as you can see, it's not really accurate. So we need to fix some things, and by tweaking the shaders, especially for our mushrooms and the big one especially. Okay, so what we're gonna do is close that and open the material editor like that, and I'm gonna duplicate this material right here and apply it to the little mushroom. I'm gonna little, okay, so I can edit them independently. So I get this to like 0.7, something like this, okay? And I'm gonna take the bump higher to like 30. Okay, so we can really see what's going on. Yeah, I think it's almost good. For the smaller one also, we're gonna do the same, 7, and take the bump to 30. Maybe take the biggest one to like 45, so that we see very well the details, etc. Okay, so 35. Okay, I want also to play a little bit with the grass here. As I said, here it's a bit dense, but not really. It's not really a problem, so we can fix that easily. And what we're gonna do is simply take some of these and move them around, etc. So like this one here, right here, I'm not move it all the way. I prefer using directly this one here. Move it backward. Okay. We're gonna a little bit empty the scene so we can only focus on our two mushrooms, and after that with the depth of field, and we're gonna really focus on that. So always with the move tool. I want to get this height a little bit down, so go to modify panel, grass mosaic, and here we're gonna make unique so that it will not be an instance, and I would take the length all the way down to 7. Okay, so here it is. I want to take this one to here and move it, oops, here, and move it. Yes, alright, and move it like that, and then we're gonna do translation on the y-axis. Alright, I take this one too, go to Grassomatic, and then take the length to 20, for example, the density to 50, and we're just gonna move it a bit so that we have some blades that are gonna face our camera and our mushroom. So take down the intensity. I don't want, you can convert that to an editable poly and delete what you don't really want. Grassomatic, okay, and I want to put down to 7 like this. Okay, so this some tweakings. For example, I'm gonna convert that to an editable poly, and then just come over here and select this face here and delete that. All right. Okay, so now I think it's looking good. What I'm gonna do also, what I'm gonna do is get the, the size multiplier high, so we will not have this harsh shadow over here, so it will look better. Okay, so let's do this. So I'm gonna pause the video. So before that, just select the VRSun. I'm a bit tired, but it's alright. I make my way. The size multiplier to 8 for the VRSun, and then press render. I'll pause the video so we avoid it crashes, and see you just after that. So this is the result I've got. It starts to look pretty nice. The bump, I think, is still pretty low. I want it to be a bit more, and we have to drop down here the opacity a bit, and also get the size multiplier higher. Okay, so select your VRSun. Okay, and I'll take the size multiplier to 12, and what I'm gonna do here is simply the shadow subdivision to 8. Okay, so just to see what we can adjust again. I think it's alright. Let's do another first before just take this down again. The reflection glossiness to 65, and I think it's gonna be fine. You can also, what we can do is go down here to maps for the material of the plane, and you can add some bump by just copying this to bump if you want to, but I think it's a bad idea. So I just launched the render and see you just after that. So this is the result I've came to. So as you can see, it's looking actually good. Here with the bump effect here, we have some organic shapes, etc. So feeling maybe add some grass right here. It's looking pretty poor. So we'll do it, even if it will be pretty much masked with the Z depth or depth of field. Yes, maybe I'm gonna add an Omni light to bring in some of these highlights here. Okay, so let's do this. It's gonna be easy. Go to standard Omni auto grade and maybe add light right here. You can switch to realistic to see how it does actually look like, but as I'm pretty sure my computer will not handle it, so I'm gonna just drop down the size and see how actually it works. So here is on sys rendered. You can see that it's looking pretty good, very good. So yeah, about the here. The brightness, maybe we'll just get a bit higher because the OmniLight trick does not really work. But as you can see, in certain way, it's looking pretty good. What we can do also, so press M and go to your hair model and bring this to 0.7 and just tweak some of the settings so that we've got some highlights here. The top for the second one also do the same. 75. Hoping it's gonna work. For here the grass blades, you can take this also up to 75 or 0.7. Okay, here we have the translucency. Okay, we have no problem with that. Let's see again back our rendering. Yeah, get also the size multiplier bigger, maybe, to how to smooth the edge here. I really want it to be smoother possible. So here, the V-Ray Sun, take it to 20. That's it. As it's a unique image, I will not really care about rendering times. Okay, so if you are this kind of guy, you can tweak your settings. But here I'm just putting everything to its maximum, so we get the best accurate results. Now I want to configure the depth of field of our V-Ray camera. So to do that, let's get to the modify panel and start modifying and tweaking some of the settings. Okay, so see you just after that. So here is the image we're gonna work with for the depth of field. So I think it's looking pretty good, especially with the specular. It's not too much present, and it's well distributed, scattered over the bump, etc. So we feel it's like it has been wet or something like that. Okay, so the grass also here, you can see some of the light effect. around here on the bending blades, etc. So it's all right. So let's focus on the depth of field right now. And to do that, go select your V-Ray physical camera and go to the modify settings so we can start doing some depth of field. Okay, so let's do some depth of field. So select your V-Ray camera. I'm really sorry, but there was an electricity cut in my town, so I restarted this part of the tutorial, so I'm pretty sorry. Okay, so let's do that. Go to your V-Ray physical camera settings and tick the depth of field box. And go up. So let me explain a bit. The depth of field option is linked to the F number, the specify focus, and the shutter speed settings. So we have to tweak all these three settings so that we have good depth of field. I rarely use directly depth of field in 3D Studio Max. I generally run the Z depth map and then I modify and then I compose it with in Photoshop because I think it's faster and it gives more control. So not more control. It's the V-Ray physical camera is more accurate, but with the Z depth you see directly the result. Instead here we have to render, and the renders takes some time. So let's do that. Once you activate the depth of field, we're gonna play a little bit with the F number. The F number is actually the aperture of the visual camera. So the more you have F number, the darker gonna be your image, and the less you have, the brighter gonna be your image. And for the shutter speed is how much fast the shutter gonna work. So here for 200, the more you put your value here, the higher the value, the darker will be the image, and lower the value, brighter would be your image. Value speed or film speed ISO is actually the inverse. That it means that higher value make it brighter and lower value make it darker. Okay, so let's do that. Go to your top view like that, and actually, as I want especially to focus only on the front of this mushrooms here, I'll take the F number to 1, maybe 0, 1. Yes, and I'm gonna come over here and choose specify focus. And here I'm gonna just drag this one here down until it's approximately at the center of the image like that. So get down a bit again your F number to like 0.35 or so, and specify focus to 60, 63 or 64. I think it's fine. Top view. Alright, I think that's it. Get your target here and maybe move it toward your mushrooms here like that. Okay, this done. Go to your render setup, and here you'll have a V-Ray camera. Activate depth of field and tick get from camera. I get the aperture down coming in. You can activate sides if you want to. I put it to 8 and add like 0.5 anisotropy. Okay, so back to your physical camera. Maybe you'd have some adjustment to do because of moving your target and just tweaking a little bit of the specify focus. And simply render your product. I just forgot. For here, we have to change the shutter speed to a very high value. Why? Because as I said, the f number affects also the luminosity of your image. So we have to rebalance or balance this by changing the shutter speed. So I'm put like 5500 like that. And just test the render. So see you just after that. This is the result I've got, and as you can see, even with 5000 shutter speed, it's still too much bright. So I want to get down this brightness, and I'll shift that to 8000, hoping that this time it's gonna do the trick. Okay, so let's render. So here it starts to look good. We need just to play with again with the shutter speed. Maybe take it to 9000. I also activated vignetting so that we get rid of some of the brightness. So you can use this, maybe just modify a little bit by moving backward your focus distance to get to sharpen more some of the details here, because we lost some. Okay, so this is a way, and you can use this render to follow us on the next part of the tutorial, which is the post-production in Photoshop, or simply deactivate everything or deactivate the depth of field, and go to your render settings in your camera, deactivate depth of field, and get back your settings to default. I'm in here to 7, I think. Oops, the f number to 7, and the shutter speed 200, and then do another render, which will be after that. Go to your render settings, render elements, add, and then we're gonna render a z-depth pass. I'm gonna also do where is it? Just reflection. I think that's it. Yes, and shadows. Okay, so render that. See you just after the render is finished. So here is the render once it's completed. As you can see, we have all our passes. So this is the reflection. This is the shadows that we're gonna rapidly delete, because it doesn't give the result I want. And this is our z-depth pass. This is our precious pass. So you save each of these maps to your hard drive, and then let's go to compositing.